I feel like meta boosting posts is kind of like baby's first ad.
Okay.
Because
she's calling you guys babies.
well, no. Hey everyone, welcome to the S.O.B Marketing Podcast, where we celebrate the S.O.B that you are, and if you haven't figured it out yet, we mean small-owned business. We don't mean S.O.B.
Listen, we know that as a small business owner, you are working hard on the daily to keep your business fully operational while trying to promote it. And while some days it may feel like the business is owning you, if we're being honest with each other, I bet you would admit that you wouldn't give up the insanity for anything.
Our commitment here at the S.O.B Marketing Podcast is to give you the real talk, what works when it comes to advertising, marketing, promoting your business, and then what doesn't really work.
And Chelsea and I promise to always keep the conversation real. We're back. And Chelsea, I must apologize. So
Yeah, you sure do. I don't know for what, but she's in the wrong.
I just got back from vacation and I lost the camera that we usually record this stuff on. So we're having to improvise a little bit. So we're hoping that if you're watching us on YouTube, the quality is just as good.
Yeah.
So I do apologize for that. I feel like being on vacation for a couple days, you come back and you're a little... you're getting your feet back.
Yeah. It takes a second to figure things out. I'm going to be honest, Vivian, I'm just surprised that you managed to forget that.
Forget
to lose
what?
it. To lose the camera. I mean, she's so on top of everything always. So
Well, and honestly, we did a hike and I was just so exhausted by the end of it. And I lost it on the very last stop that we had made, like to rest. Yeah. And I thought to myself, I could go back up the mountain to get it, but that's going to be a total of 5 miles. And after doing a 10-mile hike that day, I was kind of not wanting to add.
No, absolutely. The first thing is I wouldn't have gone on a hike to begin with, but...
Well, I'm just glad I didn't get eaten by a bear, so it's a win-win.
There's always next time.
You guys see how she treats me? You hear this?
They don't care. They want to hear about what we're talking about today.
They do, and it is a marketing topic, so we're not here to divulge our personal lives. We're here to actually talk about a marketing topic.
Absolutely. First of all, we're not talking about bears.
No. First of all, can we thank you guys? Our YouTube following is growing, so if you're watching us on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you're streaming on any other of the podcasting platforms, you guys, we have over 100 and how many episodes?
Oh my God, I think we're at 170 at this point.
Yeah.
We're pumping stuff out.
So you guys go ahead and binge all day long if you are working a full-time job, but you're wanting to grow your small business that you're running outside of the full-time job. Just put us in your earplugs and, listen all day.
Yeah, let's get real close.
Yeah, let's get close.
BFFs by the end of it.
That's right. So what is the topic, Chelsea?
Vivian, I'm actually really excited to have this conversation with you.
I feel like you say that every single episode.
That's not true. There are some episodes that I don't say that, and they all involve AI.
This is not that conversation.
This is not that conversation. Today we are talking about Facebook, and we're specifically talking about boosting posts.
Yes.
And if boosting posts is still a no-no, right? Because we've had the conversation in the past, a couple of years ago, everyone online, well, every marketer, every reputable marketer online was saying the same thing, which is, there's no reason to be boosting posts on Facebook. Things have changed. So we're going to have this conversation and see where the verdict stands. Is it okay now to boost posts on Facebook?
That's right. And we hope that you can appreciate the fact that even though we have covered certain topics maybe in the past, because marketing does change so often and it has to shift with the way that people are consuming information and the way people are wanting, just to be able to buy their services, we have to have these reoccurring conversations to see if the mindset has shifted any. And also because these platforms are utilizing AI so much nowadays and they're trying to improve on their technology, we want to be sure that if we've ever recommended to you guys not to boost a Facebook post or an Instagram post, we want to know if in 2026, we're technically in August now, so halfway through 2026, if it's still something that we're recommending.
Yeah, is it still
a good piece
do
of
not
advice?
do? Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Vivian, I have a marketing hot take.
Oh.
And my marketing hot take is actually kind of the answer to this question already.
Okay.
But I want to say it up front just because I think this will be a great, like, don't stop listening to this episode. Like, I want you to hear everything we have to say because I think there are times where boosting a post is okay now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this hot take because I don't necessarily agree with that, but
Really? Oh, look at that. We're back at it. We're fighting.
we're
already.
back on separate sides again.
separate
Yes,
sides.
all is well with the world.
Yeah, well, this entire conversation is going to be me backing up my hot take and you trying to prove me wrong. So
Yeah, let's get into it then. Where shall we start?
let's start with what boosting a post means.
Okay.
Vivian, when we're saying boost a Facebook post, what are we entailing?
Okay, I know you guys are going to get tired of hearing me say this. When we refer to Meta, remember Meta owns both Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, so that collectively covers both platforms.
Real quick, before we get into this, can you boost an Instagram post?
You can.
Okay, so this conversation, I know we kept saying Facebook in the beginning, but really we're talking about Meta.
Yes.
Okay.
So boosting post in Meta is basically you deciding, instead of creating an ad, you've posted something, maybe a video, maybe a reel, maybe a carousel post, and you're like, I want to get more eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
Okay. And you all know as small business owners, because I know you have seen the option pop up on your screen, Meta definitely encourages us. They're like, hey, throw a little money at this thing, right? And so the whole conversation today is going to be talking about whether that is a good use of your money. And I know some of you out there, what you're thinking probably is like, hey, if I just throw $20 at this and it gets me more eyeballs, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
But the entire conversation we're going to have is going to be, is that really, though, the way to go?
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Chelsea, tell me, whenever you boost a post, what are you likely trying to do? Like, as a small business owner, what are you looking to get more of?
So boosting posts is going to be all about visibility.
Yeah.
You're looking to get more eyeballs on the post. You're hoping for more website clicks or interaction,
likes,
shares, comments, that sort of thing. That's what boosting is going to be good for.
All right. And so the discussion that we had a couple years ago, I think what we had said in the past is it's just not a good use of your funds. Like, there's a better way to do it.
So the largest problem in the past with boosting posts is that, yes, you're getting more eyeballs on that post. Those aren't quality leads, most likely, though. Like, Facebook is not being specific in the past. They weren't being specific about who they were showing your content to. They were just showing it to anyone.
Right.
And so the problem with that is that, this isn't necessarily the audience that you want to be seeing your content. It might be Joe Schmo when you're looking for, I don't know, Chapel Roan. I thought Joe Schmo and Chapel Roan. Those were the only two names I could think of just now. But my point is, with ads and when you're spending your marketing dollars, you want to be very specific and very smart about the way you're spending that money. And is it smart to throw money at a post that, yes, is popular, yes, it's doing well, but you're not being seen by the correct target audience?
Right. So it's just kind of like random people, right? Okay. So I think in the past, this is vaguely coming back to me. I think I use this as an example. Okay. And I'm going to stand behind this. Okay. And you're going to tell me why, things have changed apparently. Okay. I liken it to, sometimes in this online world, we disconnect because it's not like a physical world where you're doing some type of physicality. And so it just kind of, you think, oh, what harm could be in that? Okay. But then if you were to translate this into a physical action, you're like, well, that's kind of dumb. Okay. So I liken it to, if you were trying to boost a post, it would be like me walking down a street. Okay. I'm in a busy downtown area. I'm walking down a street and I'm wanting to promote my business. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just shouting to everybody that is walking by me, whether you're on my side of the street or whether you're on the other side of the street. Okay. Anybody that walks by me, I'm just shouting like,
she's just
buy from
screaming.
me. Yes, buy from me. This is the name of my business. This is my website. This is where you can find my product. Not effective, okay? Because first of all, what it does is like, great, people are hearing the name of my business, but I'm not being selective in who I'm shouting to, okay? Now, if let's say I was selling baby strollers, okay? Why would I'm shouting at everybody? I increase my probability of someone that may be interested in buying my product if I'm only shouting to the people that have kids with them.
Yes.
Okay. Because then they could actually use the baby stroller, right? They get tired of holding the baby, blah, blah, blah. So I'm automatically, by doing that and being selective in the group that I'm shouting to, I'm increasing my chances. Okay.
Yes.
So that's where I think I still stand behind that.
Okay.
Now tell me, what did I get wrong in 2026?
Well, in 2026.
Because you agreed with me back in the day.
I did. Oh, back in the day. Absolutely correct. And the biggest problem was when boosting posts back in the day, you just hit boost post and that was it. Now, Vivian, Facebook Meta has added all of these new choices.
Okay.
That you can make. And I kind of liken it. I feel like Meta boosting posts is kind of like baby's first ad.
Okay.
Because
she's calling you guys babies.
Well, no. What I'm saying is they have added so many new features to boosting that I feel like you can create an effective ad now. However, the most effective ad you can create is going to be in Facebook Ads Manager. So let's talk about what's new when it comes to boosting.
Okay. This episode of the S.O.B. Marketing Podcast is brought to you by the S.O.B. community. If you're a small business owner that is neglecting your marketing and you feel like you've wasted money and time on marketing help that didn't deliver, or if you're just craving support from people who actually get what it's like to run and promote a small business, then our membership community is for you. Visit school.com/SOB to sign up today to get instant access and weekly support. That's SKOOL.com/SOB.
Okay, Vivian, let me read to you some of these changes.
All
right. Now you can choose from multiple goals like engagement, website clicks, or website visits, or leads.
Okay.
Okay. So again, remember originally boosting posts.
You didn't have that.
Yeah, you didn't have that. You didn't have any options at all. You just threw it out there into the ether.
That's right.
So now we can add multiple goals. You can add CTA buttons, so call to actions like sign up now, visit here, stuff like that.
Okay.
And this is the big one. You can now choose specific targeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now you can do location, like location targeting. You can even include interests and behavior targeting. So like, I want to target people who are interested in having babies.
Right.
I mean, yeah. You can also use a custom audience.
Okay.
So you can build your own target audience. Now, you can't do that while in like the boosting process. You have to have already created that custom audience.
Gotcha. From like an ad or something else?
Like an ad, or just going in there and creating one yourself, and then later on you can use it.
Yeah, so this is what's interesting. I understand what you're saying. Like, they've upgraded the boosting post.
Upgraded it, yes.
Okay. And I love that. However, I still just kind of wonder, I'm like, small business owners, your ultimate goal is, if you're spending 20 bucks, 40 bucks, is to get the most out of that 20 and 40 bucks, right? This is, yes, one step closer to that. I'm glad that they're at least now giving you call to action capability. They're also allowing you to create or target an audience. I love that. But because it is limited, why wouldn't you just take that extra step, right? And do it in the Meta Ads Manager?
That's fair. That's understandable. This is why I want to come back to baby's first ad, right?
Okay.
Let's say Meta Ads Manager, Facebook Ads Manager is making you uncomfortable, it's stressing you out. If you feel like the only way you're going to actually commit to creating an ad is by boosting a post, I would much rather you actually create something than never create anything at all.
Than to not try it. Okay.
Than to not try it.
Yeah.
Also, a great way to just try it, right? Do a trial run of an ad. So you create the ad, you post it first, then you boost the post. If it's doing really well, then you can go into Facebook's ads manager and actually build out a whole campaign.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
Test it out first. We're all about experimenting.
Right. And so maybe using the boost post, if they're giving you these extra added capabilities to drill down into a target audience, select your call to action, what you're saying is test the content. And if it seems to be engaging enough, then go ahead and build out the ad.
Yes.
Okay.
No, absolutely. If that's how you're going to feel comfortable doing something, do it like that. Do I think, yes, Facebook Ads Manager is probably your best bet and where you're going to get the most bang for your buck?
Yeah.
Yes. But I don't want to just straight up say, no, this is not worth your time.
Yeah. And we are cognizant that as small business owners, we all have, Chelsea was just earlier telling me she's taken on another client and she's like, I got a million things going on right now. Okay.
Thank you.
And so we understand because we feel those constraints as well for time. Like all of us are busy. And if you're running the business, promoting, you only have so much time that you can dedicate to marketing, right? You're not going to be marketing the whole time unless you're getting someone to help you with that. So I do agree that this could be a good way to dip a toe or to see like, hey, is this content engaging enough that I want to put more money behind it? Now, I will say in Meta Ads Manager, if you're wanting to run whether Facebook ads or Instagram ads, you can actually set up different ads to do the same thing and just, put $5 on each little ad and see which one performs the best and then put more money towards that ad. However, I do know that could take a little longer, right? So maybe it does take a little more time to set that up. So I will agree with you to some extent that if you're wanting to find a quick way to flush your ideas out, this might be a good case for that.
Yeah, and I want to emphasize that the reason I have changed my mind has everything to do with the targeting now.
Okay.
That you can be, a little more specific. Is it as intense as the regular ads manager? No, but it still helps you get in front of the right people. And that's the important part. So yeah, in the past, absolutely no, boosting was not worth it because it wasn't showing you to specific people. But now that you can specify who you want to see your content.
Yeah. And can we throw something in there? You guys, there's this little thing that happens when you boost a post in Apple. On your app, isn't there?
Yes, I'm so glad you're bringing this up. If you are going to boost a post, do not do it on your app. Do it on a desktop.
If you're an Apple user.
If you're an Apple user. Because Apple, we did an episode on this.
Yes.
So go listen to that. But how many years ago was that?
That was maybe like maybe like last year. I think they started implementing fees.
Yeah. So now what Apple does is if you're creating ads, boosting posts, all that stuff within the app on your Apple phone, they're going to charge you a surcharge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, it is I don't want to say substantial. I mean, it's not like super crazy, but it does kind of eat away. I mean, why do you want to pay extra fees on something when you can easily just go to your desktop instead and do it? And that had nothing to do with Meta. That had everything to do with Apple deciding to do that.
Yes. Apple specifically did that.
Yeah. If you have an Android like I do, you're in the clear, but Chelsea does Apple, so.
I do. I have Apple. I'm already embedded in. It's too late to change.
That's right.
Vivian, I feel like this was a very straightforward episode because we kind of just said, you know what, things have changed.
They have. And reminder that it's okay to change your mind on stuff, okay? I still am going to tell you guys that if you're going to spend, any amount of money, I want you to get the most bang for your buck. And I would recommend that you go in and do Ads Manager.
Absolutely.
If you haven't done it in some time because it did take you so much time, maybe like last year to create an ad. They're using a lot more of the AI capabilities. And so what you may find is that it's a little easier to put an ad together, take up less time simply because they're trying to streamline it. And they do have a lot of AI capabilities that help you kind of go through those steps quicker.
Yeah. Can I just say, Vivian, I know I just spent this entire conversation saying, oh, you know what, boosting posts isn't that bad anymore. If you have the time, if you have the bandwidth, the capability, create a legitimate ad. I don't want you guys to stunt yourself because I'm saying, okay, boosting posts is okay now. Our stance, right? Okay. I'm saying what our stance is. Our stance is that...
I like how she looked at me. She's like, right?
Yeah, I can say it. Okay. Our stance is that your ads manager is going to be the best option and the thing that you are doing.
Yes.
But if you have to boost a post, if you want to play around with it, if you want to experiment, that's okay now too.
Absolutely. And, as always, the content is the most important part of it. Tell us in the comments if you guys disagree with us, if you have actually grown, and gotten really great sales. That's the key part that I'm always a stickler for is that is ultimately, if your goal in social media is just to get a bunch of likes don't pay y'all's bills. Okay. No. What does pay the bills is sales. Okay. So you're always talking about what is going to give you the highest rate of conversion to a sale. And that's the only part with boosting posts that I still don't, I still feel like Ads Manager is the best bet because at least then you could get really granular. If at the end of the day, you're like, I really don't care how many sales I make, I just want to be popular on this platform, then more power to you. Then maybe boosting post all day long is going to be your best bet. But I don't think most small business owners are in that boat. Most of us want to go out there, and what we're looking for are customers, people that are going to make that first initial purchase, and people that are going to continue to come back and keep making purchases from us.
Yes.
And so finding your people, your target audience, getting your message, your ads in front of those people is the most important thing. And Ads Manager is king or queen for that.
It's queen.
It's queen.
Okay, well, Vivian, I think this was a nice conversation. I'm glad we revisited this. I think it was definitely relevant to have this conversation. Please remember to subscribe and follow. If you aren't watching, you can watch on YouTube or Spotify. And you know what? Go be the best S.O.B you can be.